Previously on Final Fantasy XVI.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Oh
Just don't keep us waiting.
no!
Thank you.
I was like, I'm loving this group of people, but then they're like, nope, we're gonna stay behind. No! Come with.
Welcome, sons of fire.
Good riddance? No.
No!
Torgal knew what to do. Do you got your popcorn and Coke ready for tonight? Let's see. Yes, this one. You have it ready and you ran to your seat? Oh no. That's good. Well, we're here now. I mean, really, to be honest, this episode here is just only gonna be focusing on side quests and hunts. So nothing huge story related just yet. I think as soon as I move on to whatever make for Origin, once we get to Origin, I think that's going to be finale. So in my personal opinion, I think it's going to be finale. I don't know, it could not be, or it could be, who knows. Well, of course, those who finish it may know. But for me, I just want to try to finish off all these little side quest stuff that are popping up right now, because sheesh, we got a lot of homework to do. A lot of homework to do. And I think there's more even on the overworld. Yeah. See, even more on the overworld as well. There's Origin. But, you know what? I guess I can go ahead and see it right now. Not over the weekend. It was yesterday. Yesterday, I got on for like 30 minutes. I had a few minutes to be able to play something. So I was like, you know what? Let me hop on 16 real quick so I can, one, not be rusty when the stream starts, because I don't like it when it goes through a weekend and then I'm like, oh dang, I don't remember how to play the game as much no more, even though I put in like almost 70 hours. And then I wanted to do something. Let me show you guys what it is that I was doing. So this is what I was doing. I got on and I ran over to this little thing. And then there's the Hall of Virtue. I haven't checked out the arcade or stage replay or whatever this might be. I don't even know what that is. I can't even remember what it was. But I went to the Hall of Virtue and it's like commence training. And I was like, okay, let me do some training real quick. And literally what it is, I just have like, what was it? So I went and I got this ability. So let me go ahead and learn that. Then go over here. I'm gonna switch this one out for the new one. I think this is it. Is it? Yes. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing that is because I can dish out a lot of good damage. And there was something else. I can't remember what it was. There was something else that I also leveled up. Maybe it was this. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay. We're gonna need a different enemy. Okay, I should. There we go. Alright, now we got a combo into this. Then I do that. And I'm gonna switch over to this. This builds up the Zumteskin meter like a lot. And then I will switch over. There we go. Look at that damage. 75k just by doing that. So I've been trying to figure out the best combination of them, and that's literally it right there. So I don't need to do any more of it. I've been trying to figure out the best combination because I was thinking to myself, Odin doesn't seem like it's good for stagger and attack. But then I was like, okay, well, Zuntuscan is like the best when it comes to dishing out damage. So I was like, all right, well, why not go ahead and try to level up Zuntuscan and try to get it high enough so that I can be able to dish out the damage. And that's what I've been doing. I've been wanting to try to get it up there to the point so I can be able to do more. Damn. Escape mode, you can re-challenge previous completed stages and be scored on your performance. Oh, there's even points since. Oh, you know, I never even really paid attention to these. Okay, the better your rating can C, B, A, and S. Oh, that sounds like Devil May Cry, really. Okay, arcade mode scoring. White is low, blue. Okay, yeah, rainbow is really good. I've been getting a lot of rainbows with Flames of Rebirth when you think about it. It won't hurt. Maybe one day I might check out some of those. You know, same thing with this one too. Yeah, Clive can replay any main scenario and battle sequences. Wait. This mode can be used to revisit cutscenes, collect forgotten items, earn XP and AP, and retry missed achievements? Really? Oh man, I didn't even know that. Oh, dude. Oh, that would have been great for like so many different things. And I'm just now finding out about it when I'm getting ready to finish it. That's a disappointment on me. Anyways, yeah, that's really the case of it right there. Is I was just trying to get my combo and stuff all together. Ready to get going. Alright, let's see. I say let's do... This one looks like it has Torgal and Joshua involved, so I'm gonna go do this one first.
Ah, Clive.
Where there's a will. Ask about origin.
This is it then, brother.
Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the founder knows what awaits us there.
Indeed.
But whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends, yeah. They all believe in you, Clive. They will follow you to ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
My friends don't follow me. They spur me on, and I couldn't have made it this far without them. Nor without you, Joshua. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. Even when we were apart, you were always with me, and I trust you will be with me now until the end.
Of course.
Aww. Whenever that may be. Oh, that's nice.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing. It's... nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Hmm.
After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
So a little side quest with Joshua. Going back to Rosalith.
Back to Tabor then. Not to be reunited with Yote this time, but with Father.
Okay. Well, I thought Yote was here with us. Let me go ahead and grab Byron's while we're here too. Oh, ask about origin, yeah. You're set on this plan of yours then? I am?
Huh.
You never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Your father will be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Ha 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 ha. Indeed.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw.
Oh, come on.
I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
If that is what you wish.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Okay, so we did see him in an earlier cutscene.
Don't worry, my boy. Rutherford is in Randalar this very moment, singing your praises to all and sundry. They'll adore you.
Of course they will. Yeah, we saw that in an earlier cutscene that Byron was with that guy, and he seemed it extra. Yo, Zanato, what's up, dude? Good evening. Nah, no worries, you're just in time, actually. In a mood. In search of a lost tomb. In a mood. Oh, it's Karen. Oh no, it's Karen. In case you haven't noticed, your poor Hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck weeping like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with his supply of antelope bones. Oh boy.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Okay, so I think this is probably the Torgal quest that everyone was telling me I should check out. So the other one might be about Jill in search of a lost tomb. I don't think so. Oh, Vivian. Okay. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one which such tomb from a distance that sparks within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Vivian. Alright.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Oh, there he is.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all.
Oh.
Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Yo, dude, that's actually kind of sad. Torgal's been waiting for us for such a long time. That's so sad. That's like, it was 13 years the first time. So yeah, 13 years of like waiting for Clive. That's definitely a whole lot on him. And I gotta say, it's interesting that we're just now getting a Torgal quest at the very end. Or something to do with him as much.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just focus on Torgal's quest right now. Try to finish that off. No, I've been extremely busy. It's been like I've been so busy with so many things in terms of like work and the channel and all that. It's a whole lot for real. Oh, and Joshua's here. Yeah, I forgot. We have a quest with Joshua as well.
Faster!
Thanks, Gal.
Oh, we're actually gonna be going somewhere different.
It's still here. After all these years. Lots smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
Mm-mm.
I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think they will add Joshua to that cutscene. I wonder if you didn't pick up the Joshua quest first, if he will be there in that cutscene.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Mist. We've been here before, haven't we? Mist. Isn't that like the... No. Maybe I'm thinking too deep on it. Yeah, I try to take some breaks while I can here and there. Oh, pretty. Try to. There's just so many things I want to get done.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
No, I don't think we've been here.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
Oh. His old sword and armor.
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up. never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Dude, that was such a lovely cutscene. I love that.
I think I know where we're going.
Yes, I did see them. Ooh, look at that view. Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. Okay, Torgo, I see you.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Really? Okay. That was a very nice one. It was a very nice little... I guess you couldn't say that was a side quest, really. That should have been like a story thing or something that has to do with a little bit more of the main scenario. Like, at least a plus quest, I would say. Because that was a really good one. A really, really good one. And it was very heartwarming and all that with Torgal. And I wish we had more. We didn't have much of that with Torgal at all. Okay, charged sparring sword. Charged sparring sword, curiosity. Clive's old sparring sword salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Rodney Murdoch. Okay. Canville's... Oh, so this is like a Torgal thing. It's just plus on it. Okay. I wonder how much the attack potency is increased, because I feel like they don't do very much damage aside from letting them do their own thing. Yeah. Well, hello there.
Wait. We're ready.
Well, I guess while we're here, we might as well go do Joshua's then. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Joshua's while we're already here. Whatever his is. We'll do the important stuff right off the bat. Wow, that's a very far distance, Kupo. Let me buy something from him. He's got something new. Maybe that? Already got the music. Yeah, let me get some potions. Oh, here we go.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril,
You found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here.
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
All right. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen his dad. My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war. but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all of Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be a arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for the both of you. Your father, Elwyn. No.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the Blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Let's get it. Oh, that's like a special item, it looks like. Hold on, let's take a look at it real quick. Archduke's Testament. Archduke Elwyn's final message to his sons, penned not long before his untimely end. I'm trusting in you to keep your brother safe. Archduke Elwyn. Alright, so where is it that we need to go? It's not too far off. It's actually just right up here. Oh, well, hello there. I don't think I spoke to you.
This is the Requietry, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
Yeah, I have not been here. Interesting. Lord Cyril, Arcalites stationed across Valistia reported a curious change in the primal veil structures we have come to refer as a monolith. Following the fall of Drake's tail and the change in the skies, allow me to present the preliminary findings of our archaeologians' investigations into these monoliths. Most near at hand, we were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Valkyrie. but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat. We will make a second attempt when the wind drops. In Drake's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be the other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered among previous relics of the fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigation both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings that might refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the phoenix flame burn in your ever heart. Tomage, Second Order of Archaeologians. Okay. Okay, there's a couple of things in here to look at. Okay, First Order of Archaeologians, Dalmacian Wing, 53rd Monthly Report. Item 1. Further discoveries from our alkaloids ensconced within the recently displayed Mountains Dwellers remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in a receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kepka's Men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they have the deepest respect for the one they called Lord Kupka, but whether he has merely bought their loyalty or if there is some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear. We kind of experienced a little bit of that early on, at least for like some of the soldiers and all that.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Okay. Alright, what you got for me?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours.
That's true.
And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A
Griffins.
certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen.
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Okay. Well, it's not a griffin, then what is
The
it?
griffin your father meant to slay is currently
Okay, it is.
nesting in Titan's Wake, not far from here. Slay it in his stead, and claim the Heartstone that he could not.
Gotcha. Okay, so it is a griffin. Alright, we can do
Titan's Wake is
that.
to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Okay, so where is it? We could probably fast travel on it. Makes it easier. Okay.
Run like the wind.
So they were gonna do like matching armbands to one another with a Heartstone in it. Interesting. It's pretty sad that his dad was not able to do anything like that. And like, really, when you think about it, their father did not have much screen time at all.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Like, he was there in the beginning and then that's it.
There it is. For House Rosfield.
Yep, we got it. Oh, too early. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wow, I did not see that. Okay. Ah. Oh, wow. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. It's okay. We staggered it at least somewhat. Nice. Come on, come on. Nice. Ah. Dang. Okay. Gotta get back to being focused. Okay. Come on. Just a couple more. Nice. I don't think I was able to get my thunder rod out there, but it's okay. Nice, 81. There we go. Ah, man, okay. There we go. Finally.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
And one more. I wonder if I could store that. Oh no, it goes away after some time. Okay. So I can't really store it. Okay, we got it. But I hit a new record, 81,000. That's good. Okay, Heartstone. Griffins suffer something akin to the crystal's curse. Their flesh slowly turning to the stone over a lifetime of channeling ether. Unlike bearers, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts. The slower progress of petrification resulting in the formation of a gemstone of rare beauty.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Alright, well, we can return. After all of these meteor showers goes away. Here's the Heartstone.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
It's interesting because I wonder if their dad would have done it too. Like, how would he do fighting a Griffin?
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own.
Oh.
Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, How were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
Oh.
Thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Okay. Where could it be? Oh, it might be equipment actually, which makes sense. Healing potency, temporary fish dodge. What does this do? Oh, this is Torgal's attack. Okay. Is it not? Talisman of priming. Oh, well, I guess it's not. But hold on. Where's that one with yeah, there you go. Throw that on real quick. Oh. We just got it. Interesting. Okay. Well, hold on.
I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Okay. Where this could be. Okay, so it's here. Alright, cool. This is an interesting one for Joshua and Clive, I will say. It's very interesting. Like, I wouldn't say it's on the same level as Torgal's.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. I mean,
It's just back there.
Right, like that's the one thing is that we kind of knew that their mother was a traitor. So this is what it was. I saw this much early on and didn't even know it was Elwyn's grave.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Oh, that's... What? Clive?
We won't lay you down.
Okay, but that was nice. I wish we could have gotten, like, a little bit more.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Like, Elwyn hasn't been a part of the story since the very beginning, and he's only there for just a while. And I really wish that we got a little bit more of him. I kind of miss him. He was a really good father figure in this entire game. Okay, rusted battle helm. Archduke Elwyn's helm, worn during his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising. Oh, that's where Jill's from. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. Archduke Elwyn. But I do like that they gave us like a small little hint of him being there. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh. That's interesting. I was not expecting that, but okay, sure. Let's keep him here with me. The more DPS, the better. In loving memory of his grace, the most righteous Elwyn Rosfield, Archduke of Rosaria, conqueror of the northern territories, shield against the scourge of the southern seas, defender of the flame of the phoenix, who kept his light burning throughout the long winter of his slumber. Now you sleep, but your flame burns still. I think I've read that before. Maybe? Alrighty then, so let's go and do Byron's quest now. I think that is here. But yeah. But yeah, like, interesting. So I wonder, because I was told that Jill also has a quest that needs to be done too. I don't know if I have to do all these other ones to unlock Jill's quest or not, but I wonder if that's no, because Jill has to stay behind based off of how the cutscenes were operated. I don't know. It'd be cool to have Dion with us, but I don't know if they're gonna have Dion join the party for real.
That too.
Oh, you can see that right here. Still looks pretty cool. Alright, where's this quest at? So it's south of where this is. Yeah, can't get my chocobo out. Yeah, I would have loved it if Dion was at least with us.
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right. I'm here.
Oh, they're all freaking out about the thing over there. Wow, that's an even better view of it.
What's gonna come of this? I'm telling you.
Just looking at it's enough to send a shiver down your spine.
I mean, yeah, imagine just seeing something like that just pop out of nowhere. Anyone will be concerned. Dang, that is one fine chocobo.
Faster!
It might end up showing up in the chambers.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Yep, that's him.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not gonna take long. This is gonna be easy.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Oh, you may want to watch yourself, buddy. You definitely want to watch yourself. You know what, let's just go ahead and... yoink! And then... one of these? No, hold on. There we go. Just like Clive said, it wouldn't take long.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Really? I thought it went by quick. Oh, there's a chest.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us. Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw.
Oh, you gotta get the whole context.
Your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience.
Otto?
Someone like Quentin.
Oh yeah, Quentin.
Hope I can convince him at least.
I was thinking Otto or Luber, but then Luber is going through something right now. Which kind of reminds me, there should be a quest for him somewhere. Yoink! Thank you. Alright, how do we get to where we need to go? Wow, there's still so many other side quests and stuff I need to pick up too. So many. Oh, wait. Duty Undying 2. Oh, what was that again? Then Lies in the Sand. Interesting. I gotta remember what some of these are. Let's see. Well, I'm currently there. I'm trying to do some of these side quests where I'm picking them up as I go, but also if I'm gonna be in the area of one other side quest, I might as well just go ahead and pick it up while I'm there. Oh, Quentin. Yeah, we fixed their issue a while back ago. In some kind of way. Wait, where's he at? Oh, up here. I completely forgot about their whole little situation. Yeah, it's still a little overwhelming how many more quests we still have to do. Well, we'll finish it. We will finish it. Come, Ambrosia.
That'll do, girl.
Oh, you're just not. You're saying you're Ambrosia now? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Tashi?
I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
Of course. Say your say you're goots. 'Cause 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 you're goots. 'Cause
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
I just thought about something. I like how a lot of these quests are starting to tie together based off of what you did early on. And I am feeling 100% certain that this quest would not be available. I don't know. Maybe it would have been available, but I'm feeling like it's probably not if we haven't done at least their thing early on. I don't know. I'm just getting that vibe.
Any statesmen we speak with are liable to resist our entreaties if they feel that what little power remains to them is at stake. They must be dealt with skillfully. I shall not repeat the errors of my past.
Also, of course, Quentin looked like he likes meat pies. You mean, have you looked at his eyes? He looks like a man that can do something like that.
Reckon Master Quentin could argue an egg back up a hen's quim if he set his mind to it.
Alright, well, let's return to the hideaway. Oh. A nation occupied... Yeah, same old stuff. Clive Rosfield? Okay, let's see. Dominant is the second icon of fire freed. Unlike any other dominants, Clive is the curious power to absorb icons from their host and wield their strengths as his own. The being known as Ultima appears to crave this same power, identifying Clive as Mirthors, a vessel for the power unlimited. However, Clive refuses to surrender himself. Surrender himself to Ultima's will, making of this godlike being another enemy in his fight to fill a world where people can live on their own terms. Origin, a vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction and leaving bleak, black skies in its wake. It eerily resembles of a mother crystal. And it's interesting enough, it looks almost like the mother crystal from Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if anyone picked up on that, but I totally picked up on it. Alright, back to the hideaway. And then we can pick up all the other quests while we're here. It will make sense to go ahead and pick them all up. Well, 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 looky here. He's right here chilling.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Sure. After I pick up these other quests. Oh, wait, I think they're gonna teleport me there. Yep, I knew it.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Oh my gosh.
Once more onto the breach.
The Goof Troop.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. and we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron, aye.
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Okay. I like how he said like supporting cast, because I was like, yeah, because we have a supporting cast that seems to be doing something. I mean, they are doing something. They are. I was beginning to actually think the politics of this game kind of was starting to fade away, but it's been little bits of it here and there. Not a lot of it like it was before, but little bits of it here and there. The Triunity Accord, signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmacia, and Sambrick. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Byron Rosfield. Alright, another one down.
Think that thing is.
Let me go to my chambers real quick. But go to my chambers and check out some of these things that we just picked up. At least see what they look like in there. Or maybe I should just worry about that later. Let's do these quests first, because we still got tons of them. Oh, there's a letter one. Okay, you know what, let me just do these ones first.
There's something about it. I feel like it.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her.
Oh.
She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's tool. Interesting. I wonder if it's in that one place where I saw and there was like a doorway and Clive was like, maybe another time. But we'll see.
How long has it been since the jailers of Balmung abandoned their charges? Without food or water, they won't last long.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav.
That's true.
Since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Let's do it.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Cool. Well, this is a side quest, so that means we still have plenty of time. Alright.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
That's okay, because it's a side quest. Any of these hunts that I can do along the way while we're at it? Let's see, because we got a few here. I don't know where this one's at. Valkyrie. Colossal beasts that had encountered their journey to hear them tell. Desert heat. So somewhere in the desert. Titan's Wake and Sandbrick. Okay. It's another S rank there that I really want to do. Okay, Titan's Wake and the Croc.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Well, no, Vivian, that's fine. We haven't actually done anything for you in a while, so I am okay with it. Like, there's still so many more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's still so many more. So many more. Well, we still got some time, so we can probably get through them.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The Executors.
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Oh.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why?
Right.
Secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Oh, ash.
Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he, too, has turned. But, though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Well, funny enough, Clive, we actually gotta go to Waloed for our bearers. Interesting. Executives. Okay. So random people, well, not random people, but people in secrecy. Let's see. It's number 1. So I think there's still some more quests that we can pick up here. Gosh, there's so many of them. But I don't want to get too off track of them. So I guess I should just go ahead and start working on these and just finish these off. Let's see, what is this one again? This is the Northreach one for the training for the Seeker. Yeah. Actually, no, let's just go ahead and do this real quick. This one seems very urgent, so we'll do that one first. Yeah, I forgot. This place had a great view, actually. Oh, the Mother Christmas. Yep. It's gone and it's not all stormy no more. Cool.
Yeah. Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
Yep, and these things. Oh, look, bombs. Whip it, whip it. Let's fight him. I want to fight him anyways. This bomb's just gonna make it easy for me, I guess. Or he's gonna blow up. Oh, that was the first time I got to see his victory pose. Any booty? I feel like there's booty around here. Oh, no booty. Okay, that's fine. And I did not see this earlier?
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Sounds like a gun.
The floods inside the walls. Bad enough to turn a bearer. I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Sounds like a gauntlet. Hold on, I gotta explore around though. Okay. There's gotta be like treasure or something around here. Yeah, here's one. Yoink. Okay. Excuse me, Torgal. Excuse me. What's over here? Oh. So many branching paths. Wow, this place is huge, actually. Okay. Well, let's keep looking. Hold on. Can we gather everyone real quick? I just want to make this faster. Nope. Oh, well, hello there.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Sorry, I was doing some exploring. Wait, did Joshua just tell me to be quiet? Oh, sorry, I was exploring around.
It's over.
Cap. Cap. What do we have here? Oh, here we go. Okay. I think we explored everything that we possibly can on this side over here. Let's go on and get back to the beating path. Oh wait, there's also this direction, so yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. I know I'm like sidetracking and all that. Oh, hey, there's a quest marker there. So I'm supposed to be looking around. we go. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast development, deployment. The Koza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearers, captives, be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimum loss of Wayluder lives. Oh, that's interesting.
Minimal loss of Wayluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers?
True.
Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Interesting. But that is true. I mean, it seems very careless. Why would you want to send out something that could be useful for you? Oh, another one. Memorandum on Kaza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with an insignificant resources to feed the Koza. Entrusted to our care, fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight alongside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. Ooh, I'm starting to get a feeling of what we might know about her friend. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible containment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of substance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. Yikes.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
That is terrible. Yeah, that is terrible. So I'm guessing this Koza is probably inside the arena somewhere. I'm getting that feeling. Oh, something here. Okay, Balmung Dark, right designation. The Kingdom of Waylude hereby designates this faculty and facility and a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train Koza beasts for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is to matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity. I think we already kind of found out some of these aforementioned purposes.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Right. It's definitely still here.
Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Wait, wasn't there a doorway on the other side? Could have sworn there was a doorway over here that I did not even check out. Hold on, let me... Yeah, I can't open it no more. Interesting. Or the marker there is not there no more, at least. Yeah, I have a feeling once we reach the end of this quest, we're gonna probably fight whatever this Koza beast is.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse.
Right.
Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs.
Oh.
There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish
True.
up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment. If we don't find any survivors, we've risked our lives for nothing. Take care. That creature might still be here somewhere.
Oh, I know it's still here. I know it is. And to be honest, I want to fight it. Why not? I'm hoping it pops out. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking it was probably this door, so it was probably just gonna say it was locked, and that's all.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be fighting it. The pathway is open. Oh, Amber.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
An actual survivor? That's crazy. Oh.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
So he's still alive.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Oh, I want to. And we're going to. Whoa!
You're safe now. We won't let it hurt you.
It's a behemoth.
I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson.
It's a warped behemoth.
For me. I can't let it live.
Oh.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Okay. I wonder if it's going to be sending down meteor showers like last time. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Oh, we're going in there. We going in there. Kaza Beast. And it's a hunt. Oh.
beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Oh boy, it's under leveled. I wish it was a level 50. Comment. Okay, yeah, so it is gonna be doing meteor showers. Cool. Nice. Ooh. Oh no, that was not good enough. Nice. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Oh, he's getting ready to get cooked. There we go. There we go. Cook him. Cook him. I was hoping for more. Oh well. I was ready to do my new combo on him, but he's too underleveled.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
That was a very serious look. Chadwick is...
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
I would have said you couldn't just take the diary with you. His legacy can probably live on, you know?
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Okay. We got to do a pretty cool hunt with that quest, and it was pretty nice. Yo, welcome back. How was the shower? Okay, still got a lot more stuff to do. Still a lot more stuff to do. You know what? Let me grab.
All this time, my heart.
She's just talking about the same thing. I'm just gonna grab these quests real. Oh gosh, that's the freaking kids though. Yeah, sure.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledole?
Dang kids.
Sid, you have to help
No.
us.
What? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledole. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middeldole's inventions.
Hey, now watch it, kid.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledole back together? She seems really sad.
I promise you, it's not that I don't like kids. It's just these ones are something else. These ones are something else. I can collaborate with kids perfectly fine. But these kids, yeah.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
You can't. These little brats.
Miss Shirley says we're not allowed in the dungeon. But Miss Middledole doesn't mind.
Yay, skipping down to the dungeon. Alright, Mid, what's going on with you, girly?
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it.
All right now.
The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well,
okay.
Almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
You know, I really do like Mid, but she's so goofy. She's so goofy.
They make an oil down at the docks in Ordil that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from. With that and the bone I told you about, I shall be able to finish the prototype.
I'd like you to know that the Enterprise is my baby.
Has Midadol mentioned anything?
She's Mid? No. No. I like her. She's cool. Goofy, but you know, it's cool. Have I spoke to Otto?
What a word.
Yes.
I know you'll do right by us, Clive.
You want me to check on Goots? In a moment, I will.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better.
Right.
You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Easy. Easy.
Normally I wouldn't recommend going anywhere near an adamantus, let alone one that's had a few centuries to let its temper simmer. They're mean bastards, and they only get meaner with age. Why do you think the village of Old Bidza was abandoned?
I'm sure it's not gonna be a problem.
Haida Marie has taken a liking to her new home. How her spirit survived Balmung Dark unbroken, I'll never know.
Matter of fact, I want to go check on her real quick. And we'll check on Goots. But first, is she up here? Maybe? Oh yeah, she's right here.
There's so much food in the hideaway. Sometimes, in my cell, my tummy rumbled so loud that Chadwick would sneak me some gruel from his bowl. I miss him. He would have liked this place.
Aww. Haida Marie? It is a name. A very interesting name. I would have never thought about naming a little girl Haida Marie.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Roaring Hearth. The Continental Acclaim. If the drunken gallery captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits have made its way across the seas of the great continent. Interesting. What is more, she claims that there are those who see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Gareth. Okay.
All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Alright, thank you very much. Think I just got new equipment, so I don't know which one it could be. Hold on. Genjin gloves increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. 5%? Really? It's a legendary item. The island warriors of the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of a slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until the next encounter, at which time they finally remove it. The warriors believe that the spirit of the fallen foe will now lend them their strength. Interesting. You know, the game has been hinting several times that there is more to the world in Valistia, but I don't know. Yeah, there has been tons of times it hinted different places in Valistia, but really I don't know if they will ever explore it, is what I'm basically saying. Oh shoot, I forgot to go check on Goots for you. I'm sorry, I'll do it in a moment. It should be around here. Chip right.
After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
That's true. Alright, on to the next location. Oh, there's still something here. Maybe more oil? Okay, I just left. Oh, you can't jump over logs? Oh, there we go. We'll see him. You just called him a king?
This should be enough.
Alright. Now I need to go to and defeat this beast. Here. Oh, you calling me a king? Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Okay. Let's go fight whatever this beast is. I'm 100% certain that it's not going to be a problem.
No holding back.
No holding back? No, I don't need to fight it.
Karava, if you were a tortoise toggle, where would you hide?
Again? Oh, well, hello there.
We found him.
Try that again, buddy. Actually, let's get out of that. Wow, I did not do much stagger damage there. Okay. Wrong one. Oh, I don't know whenever he's doing that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Come at me, come at me, come at me. There we go. Dang it. There we go. Oh, dishing out the damage now. I wonder if I can finish him. Oh, didn't make it on time. If I didn't dilly-dally. Ooh. Okay, that was a cool finisher. we killed it and the stagger in, but I gotta say that was a really cool finisher. Okay, Adamantoi's shell. It is believed an Adamantois will grow a thin new layer to its protective shell every 2 moons. Considering that many of the creatures live for hundreds of years, it should come as no surprise that the shells of an older specimen can be several hands thick and weigh over 50 stone. Wow, how we're carrying this.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
How are we carrying this? Okay. I will say, I kind of wish there were shortcuts in the hideaway. It kind of sucks that there isn't any. Like, it's actually kind of surprising, considering that this is by CBU3, and they have created multiple towns that are about this big, and it allows you to teleport to whatever part of it. But here, there's no teleportation of it, no small teleportations. And it does take up a lot of time moving around in it.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Shipwright Hollow, a thick, noisome lubricant made from the rendered fat of the sea beast, commonly used by shipwrights on the cranes and winches they employ shipbuilding.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
10?
And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem.
Okay.
Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog. Don't look at me like that, Clive. I already apologised to Blackthorn. Miserable old bugger. Besides, you can't expect me to keep track of every nut and nail floating about this place. It's a mess.
It is a mess, but I love Clive when he was like, tell me that is all you need. That was actually pretty great.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
I hope.
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you 3 can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Another quest.
Your lesson. We've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds.
Just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Let him know about your little hoard.
Back for another part? We've got screws and bolts and nails and knobbles and noodles and,
Noodles? Ramen? You got ramen? Yeah, another quest said if you did the earlier one, this might have been available or not. Maybe.
Well, did they have it?
Bronze cogwheel, an overlooked component of Mid's disconstructed scales. Its purpose remains a mystery to all but Mid. Okay.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own.
Oh.
But with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
We are getting an airship? Oh!
That should do it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Here goes nothing.
Just like the old way.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying, but imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm going to take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one. So that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Oh, so is she giving up on making the airship? Like, she has the details, but...
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for.
True.
Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, that was a nice little mid one. For anyone who's a mid fan, like myself, I like mid. Model airship. It's a minion. Okay, mid's dangerous dream of flight, immortalized in miniature. My dad always said there were two ways of living life: chasing a dream and shuffling to your grave. Mid.
What should I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Need something?
Ask about the Enterprise.
Enjoy it while you can, Clive.
Because once the crystal's cracked, I'm going through with my plan. Won't be easy turning my back on a dream I chased for so long. But you know what the best thing about dreams is, Clive? They'll never in short supply. We keep talking like I'm the only one ever to have set her sights on the skies, when there might be someone up there already.
Imagine that, eh?
Hey, maybe when his Imperial Fancy Pants gets back, I can ask him to take me up there so I can see for myself.
Till then, though.
I'll be down here with everyone else, dreaming away. Aww.
Try, Clive.
Well, that was nice. I loved that one. That was a really good one. Alrighty, well, let's go pay Goots a quick visit for you, Tashi. It was a very nice one. Like, I've been enjoying a lot of the character ones. Like, Torgle's was good, Joshua's was really good, and Mid's was really good.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen ourselves hand on.
Oh!
How you doing, Goots? What do you think about Origin, Goots? I wish I could go up there with you. Doesn't seem right, leaving everything up to you three.
It's hardly everything.
There's plenty that still needs to be done down here. Like seeing to our stores and keeping Karen safe. Only you can do that, Goots.
And I will. I promise.
I won't let none come to no harm, no matter what.
You can count on me.
Just like we're all counting on you to come back safe and sound. Oh, well, thanks, Goots.
Be careful out there.
Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, we gotta stay focused. Stay focused. Let's see. I think we might have enough time to... Because let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just did a few myself. let's go ahead and go do this one and finish this one off. And finish the 2 that we already have right now. And then maybe if we have some time, we'll pick up the others. Whoa, there's a behemoth right there. Should we fight it? I say yes. Oh, it's a hunt. Behemoth King. Ooh, yes. Level 47.
Well, this is guard dogs. Quite a specimen it is too.
Oh snap! Okay.
There's a good boy.
Hmm.
Let's try.
Nice. Nice. Come. Yikes. Come on. Oh no, I'm good, Joshua. But thanks for the shield. Whoa, what the heck? Wow. He is quick. Nice. Nice. Come on, stagger it. There we go. Combo time. I can't see what's going on. Come on. 74. I was expecting a little more. It's okay. Oof. Wow. Wow.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Too slow.
I cannot see anything. Nice. Okay, what is he doing now? Apocalypse again? Wow.
I failed.
Dang it! Oh, we were so close. I saw that last one at the last second and I was like, dang it, I needed to move out of there. Okay. Let's get it, round 2. Maybe I could be able to get my full combo in this time, but I want it. Okay.
Nice try.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Behemoth King is crazy. Oh, that tail. Yeah, he is always in every Final Fantasy. Which makes sense, you know. He's always one of the more powerful enemies you face. There we go. I don't think that's good enough. It wasn't close enough. Oh no! Oh, you can miss that? Oh shoot. Ah, dang. My combo didn't go through because I wasn't close enough. So I gotta be careful from the giant meteorite. That's when he gets really close to the low life. Okay, I gotta get out of it. Ah. Wow. There's so much on screen. Sheesh. Oh, I gotta be careful. I think he's getting ready to summon a giant one. Apocalypse. Okay. Yeah, he's casting a lot, man, and my fingers are like going nuts. Okay. The big one should be coming pretty soon. There it is. Get out of there. Okay, we're good. Oh, you staggered there. Come on. There we go. All right, let's get it. Come on. $72, that's good. And we got him down. Wow, that was a lot. But that was fun. Even though it was super duper hard and he was casting so much, like I was going nuts on this controller, but yeesh. Yeesh. It was fun. Black Mage level 100 be like, for real. He summoning meteors all over the place. Like, geez, man. Sheesh, definitely. Yeah. My eyes are a little burning because of so much that was going on screen. Hey, an orichalcum, sweet.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Yeah, definitely. And I have to give a shout out to both Torgal and Joshua for support. They were helping out a lot. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but the party members do help out a lot in this game, even though they don't seem like they do much. Like Joshua throws on a barrier, and Torgal, he can heal pretty good when you need it.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
My face was like that the entire time. Oh gosh. Well, I was just focused because that fight was definitely a tough one. Ooh, I see booty. Thank you. A complete botany of Banes. Erythrophodietata or tail of wyvern. White of flower, black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall. When cut or crushed, the tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles, soaked in such drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their hearth gods. The gall is passing intoxicated, that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps, most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens.
His interests were certainly varied.
You got that right, Clive. Folkloris fabulari, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestian folk tales than the humble Moogle, though they are occasionally painted as a mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest not remain by crumbs come from morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. Oh, the little thing on their head. Okay. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree. But every legend has its basis in truth. In the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustrations beside the name. Why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that creatures are not known to still survive in the twins of the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. What about Nectar? Because Nectar's the only Moogle that we ran into. From a distance. Oh, hey! By the way, whenever I kept on hearing From the Distance, I kept on thinking about the song From the Distance in Walker. Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. Emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearers of the heavenly blessing. The wording used by the tribunes of the time, those born with the blessing, were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would be proved fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church, while the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power, their own structures of state. They were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers. banning members from holding office and evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land in crimson and left an uneven, more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valician people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nation of Valicia came together to sign a continental accord to initiate the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. It is a well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before being unblessed, only excuse for their clamorous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Oh, interesting.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yeah. Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caer Norvant in 873 V, the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds, were instructed to redouble training in Kleinstein maneuvers, improved weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehair for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waylude's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. They are sure making me read a lot. Oh, we're gonna run into the executioners, aren't we?
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
I get
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
A hooded figure? Yeah. Aw, he's lame. He ain't gonna fight. I wanted to fight a hooded figure.
Shall we?
Alright, well, I'll leave the little guys to Joshua and Torgal while I handle this guy. Come on, come at me. Oh, nice swing. Not good enough. Oh, we're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Oh. Oh, shoot. I wasn't close enough. It's okay. Okay. And dead. I had that guy just suffering. He was like, Oh, he gave me a lot of stuff. Sweet. What about the other guy?
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
Oh, how did he get away from us?
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Interesting. Because I would have thought this might be the last set of quests. Are they implying that there might be more side quests later? With that one? Yeah, let's go ahead and turn this in. Interesting. And another. Oh, I didn't get. Oh, we got new hunts. More hunts. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hey, okay, so there was none of these. Just these two that I found in the wild. And they were both behemoths, interesting enough. This one was just chilling out in the wild. And this one was part of a quest. Need to find these other ones though.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From the distance. No mention is made as to the name of the author. Whether that is because the title page has been lost to time, or because the tome was published anonymously. It is impossible to say. Blowing.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors. and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
I mean, she is right. She is definitely right when it comes to like history itself. A lot of times they say the winners of anything or the survivors usually are the ones that create history itself. And then, of course, if you get enough people to believe that said history, then it is history being told. Scholar's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetail's scholarly headwear awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you as I do. Vivian Ninetails. Alright, let me go to my chambers real quick. We're gonna check out some of these things and then we're gonna call it a night from there because we've already gone so late. And I would love to do more side quests, but I have a feeling that it's gonna take... I already kind of knew it was gonna take a stream or two, at least 2 streams, to go through all of the side quests before we get to the main scenario. Okay, this is a new one. The Rusted Helm. Oh, the little ship. And that is the Accord. Okay, there's the bonnet. Potion, potion, potion. It's the little toy sword. Cute. Oh, look at our little spot. It's coming together. It's got all kinds of goodies here now. And I only just have a couple of them that I'm missing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them missing. And I would think that I'll get them from side quests and all that. That seems like the most likely scenario. Alright, let me save. Look at all those icons. That's a lot of icons. How many ability points? Okay, not a lot. Okay. Alright, folks. I think that's going to be all the time that I have for today with Final Fantasy XVI. I would love to continue, like I said, but it's getting pretty late. And, you know, I don't think I have enough time to do another side quest.